Mapatina si Tano. The land is created. Minapanaan Guam. That is called Guam. Guahu. Guahu, Guahu. I. Si Fauna. I am Fauna. In the beginning, there was nothing but darkness, nihinamog, saniminalak, and light. Zagiantulu iminalak and nihinamog, and in between the spaces of light and darkness, Guaha dos na Zeus Tauto. There were two mortal gods. Guau si Pauna, I Fauna, then Itilu si Punta, and my brother Punta. Sa pudi Zeus Tauto him because we were mortal gods. Hindi mo, we knew, no Fatiyani, the day will come. No Aguchan and Mommy, that our spirits would also be called to rest. Then he knew it, and when the time came, na para bayumate to be called from this life, Kumasoju, I began to weep. They gave me let go, and from my tears, Mafatinas Itasi, the ocean was created. Then Yoli Itasi, when I saw the ocean, walking into Lucy Punta and said, Punta, my brother, look at the beautiful ocean. Ni Mafatinas giving me let go that was created from my tears. Punta, my brother. Saan magtuyaan ni magutani when my death comes to be. Pogrizut silu. Pogrizut carry my body. Don't hold it up pagabo and put it on your shoulder. Don't wait the tau and cast my body into the ocean. Then I want this Pauna. When Pauna died, I don't want to punta ni tau punta and cast my body into the ocean. Then you want the tau itasi. Yakman kumahulo, my body arose from the ocean. Sa mafatina si Tano, di mafanaan Guam. Guam. Wow. Wow si Pauna, I am Pauna. And through my body, ginita tau mafatina si Tano. Ni mafanaan, which is called Guam. My dear people, Hafade. As I was introduced, I am Toni Ramirez and I am 63. For the last 2 days, I have been listening. I've been watching. I've been hearing. I've been feeling. Because that is the gift of life for all of us, no matter where we come from. from the far-flung islands of Chuuk to the beautiful rock islands of Bilao, to the Marshalls, to Nuka Oro, Kapinamarangi, all these islands, including the Marianas, we were all given the gift of sight, hearing, touch, smell, from the day we were born. So, what are these gifts named? They are gifts that we can use, each of us, in a given lifetime. That's what it's all about. It's how we use these gifts. Now, I am Chamorro, and I was asked to talk to you this afternoon to kind of summarize what has been going on. So let me define to you the Chamorro concept of generosity. That's my task, to communicate this to you. Gineftau, which means a giving person, comes from the word tautau. Tautau means man. When you say Gineftau, you delete one syllable of tautau, and it means the very, very man, the very giving person. When you say tsakto, it's the reverse, the opposite. The not very, very good man. A miser and stingy. In all the talks that were given today by the keynote speakers, we talk about, as in the legend of the creation of Guam, the power of culture, but within culture, we have the power of language. So in the calendar that was given to you by Carino, each language in our region describes what is nurturing in the way we raise our children. It's defined so well in that calendar. In Chamorro, it's Hokusai. And in those traditions, it is the power of words. And it is the words of tradition, really, that intertwines generation to generation to understand what is Gineftau, what is giving. So in Chamorro, when we say Gineftau, we mean that person is very, very generous. Very, very generous. When we say tsakto, we mean the opposite. He is not giving. So let's get to the next word so that we can see these two words operating in the history of the language, which explains the value of Chamorro. And the other word is Ginefli'i. It's written all over the biblical text in Chamorro. All the events in Chamorro is not enough of it. It's Ginefli'i. Enough of it is a very weak word compared to Ginefli'i. So let's go to the word Ginefli'i. Again, it comes from the Chamorro word li'i, to see, your senses. Because you have the power of sight. You have the power to see each person, but not only to see each person, but to Gofigan, Gof meaning the intensifier, to see into that person all that he is without any reservation. Whether you like him or you don't like him, it doesn't matter in the Chamorro culture. Ginefli'i, accept him for what that person is. These two words are so very powerful in Chamorro. Extremely powerful. And that is the tradition of how the Chamorros interpreted their human relationship, even to today. The young generation, they have lost the language, but those two words live in the Chamorro culture. I know so, because it lives in me. And I see it even living in my niece and nephews who are about 50 years younger than me. You know, when I look at you today, I come here. I may know probably only 1% of you in this room. You're a kaleidoscope of faces. But it's not just faces today. You're a kaleidoscope of experiences, of living, of giving, of knowing, of sharing, because this is the pillar and the foundation of humanity. You subtract that, my dear people, there is no lasting. There is no halim. There is no pillar. There is no foundation. And because of the time given to me, I will share to you one story again. And this story is about the coconut tree. And there are two versions. Di tinituhon in the beginning. There was masamay na pagutalaan, a young maiden. Kumeke matay who was about to die. Matu sinananya dan sitatanya, and the father and mother, Mafaisin afa hagahu, hafa singing tegri, zaunlala. The parents asked her, our dearest daughter, what can we do to save your life? Manopi aganiha, zailegnya nonantata, naizugimin ginini tronku, nitaza tumasagi, nita nota. Give me a drink from a tree that nobody on the island of Guam has ever tasted. Humano inana zanitata, the mother and father, marigo igimi lokisinya masoda, and the mother and father could not find the drink. Zamanoya ganiya, and when they gave it to the daughter, Zachagia Tanya tasted it. Kinina homlu. She was not here. Ha'ani dia ani malofan, day after day came to pass. Zamatai pagu. And the young maiden died. Konni itata toktiagani, and the father embraced her daughter, Zahafut Hitanu, and buried her into the ground. Lotiatman, but not long after that, Mandoku untinanum, a plant grew from her grave. Zatatumungu, that nobody on the island recognized. Zanaidu mankulu, zamanyotsa, zapoduni finedina natinekta. And when the tree matured and the first fruits fell to the ground, Humano itataza tuli nizuk, that dad took the coconut. Zanyakaha. And when the dad picked up the coconut, he shook the coconut. And heard the drink in the coconut. Jaipi Tata and the father opened the coconut. Jaipi Zamatuda Ihanum Ginefruta and the drink that nobody knew in Guam or recognized in Guam, the father was the first to drink. My dear children, you are young. You're much younger than me. And the beauty of that story about the coconut, how it came to Guam, that you see it in all the Guam icons, the Guam seal, the Guam flag, that's why it's there. Because the coconut came from the body of a young maiden. There's a lot of young girls in it. The moral of the story, for life to continue, someone has to give. And if we're really truly sincere about what we're doing in here, we must assume that role, that we are the givers for those that do not have what we have. Sendang ko na si Luz mga. I am Toni Ramirez.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramirez. That was absolutely beautiful. I'd like to invite Father Paul Gofigan to offer us a prayer of closing.
After that story, you just have to sort of reflect a little bit. You know, I'm very happy for being invited by Bobby and the rest of the Peace Office, and also for helping my organization, Rainbows of Mercy. And that's really what we're all here to do, is to look what needs to be done, to see that someone needs help, and even before they even ask you for help, you're already there helping out, because that's that mercy that is in you, that peace of God that is within each and every one of us, wherever we come from, wherever we are, that always seeks out to give back. Give back because it is in giving that, as Toni said, that life, that someone else is able to live. And we're always here, you know, I always tell everyone to love really means to will nothing but the good for the other. No matter who that other is, that other can be white or black, that other can be gay or straight, no matter who that other is. Because you see, at least for me and for all us Christians here, we see Christ in that other person. And when we see that other person, we are reminded what our God, Christ, did for us in giving up his own life so that we might live. So let us, as we conclude these two beautiful days of just gathering together, you know, Toni talked about language, we talked about the story. I think there's one thing, you know, that we forgot to include about language. It's not all about what comes out of our mouths, but there's also that body language that we also have. So when we gathered together the first day yesterday,